welcome to a very special video. This time we're going to be diving into the 18th century. I'm going to be showing you a slideshow of some different books that the library has, including one about how Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton teamed up to try to solve the nation's first murder mystery, and this is a true story. Another one about Thomas Jefferson's daughters. Not only Martha and Maria, his daughters by his wife, but also Harriet, his daughter by Sally Hemings, and their lives. And another one about some boys who get abandoned on a Scottish island and have to try to survive. There's one about a swashbuckling soldier of mixed race background who rose up to the rank of general in the French army. This is also a true story. There's another one about a pirate ship. So you're going to have some really interesting reading ideas to look into. And I've even been diving into 18th century fashion. This is the only book I'm going to be showing you that the library does not have. This is my book. But if you were interested, we could probably get this for you through interlibrary loan. If you don't know, that's a free service where we borrow books for you from other libraries. So let me show you a couple of these really cool pictures. So this book is the Kyoto Costume Institute book, and the Kyoto Costume Institute is a really cool museum located, as you might guess, in Kyoto, Japan, that displays actual surviving examples of clothing from back in historical times. Here's a couple more for you. And we don't want to forget about the men. But you know what I've been thinking? There has to be a better way of bringing the 18th century colonial world to life. And I don't know, there has to be some way that we could experience that world firsthand. Wait a minute. I'm getting a call request on my screen. Hello?
Good day to you, Miss Vitale. When someone is in need of colonial atmosphere, I am happy to oblige. How do you do, madam?
Well, I guess I'm doing pretty well considering. But who are you?
My name is Matthew Wedd. I work at the Connecticut Institute, just outside Mercersburg. We're a colonial farm and homestead with a focus on hands-on history on the 18th century life skills, the colonial you were talking about.
Wow, that sounds really neat. You know, I was just telling some of the teens here at the library how much I wish we could experience some of the colonial 18th century history. Do you think you could help us with that?
To be sure, we do programs on a variety of subjects, from home cooking, gardening, to simple life skills, fashion, clothing, women's roles, slavery on a frontier, or a day in the life of a soldier, even the politics of the revolution. Our colonial ordinary, or tavern, is one of those great resources. It would have been used for games, it would have been used for food and drink and good company.
Wow, that sounds really interesting. I know that a lot of us are stuck at home right now, but I would love to be able to come visit when I get the chance. So how are you doing this winter?
Winter's been hard. We've had people passing by, to be sure, walking the nature trails. But it's been long and it's been cold and it's been quieter. Certainly this tavern doesn't feel the same when it's not filled with laughter and the singing, gleeful voices. Here, actually, seeing as you're here, miss, would you mind helping with that? Perhaps singing a tavern song with me?
A song? Oh, you mean like those sea shanties that were all over the internet? Sure, that sounds fun.
Sea shanties? I was thinking of something more of a farming theme, but if sea shanties be your wish, then I am happy to oblige. How about this one? It has a nautical theme. It's sung by the sailors in the British Navy. It's a song about taking a long voyage of someone, and then into that voyage where you've had a lot of troubled times, sticking together afterwards. Or not. Safe and sound at home again, let the waters roar, Jack. Safe and sound at home again, let the waters roar, Jack. Long we've tossed on a rolling main, now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate, Folly, rolly, 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 Ryan, no. Now your turn.
Okay. How's this? Safe and sound at home again. Let the waters roar, Jack. Safe and sound at home again. Let the waters roar, Jack. Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, rolly, 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 by and do.
Again. Safe and sound at home again. Let the waters roar, Jack. Safe and sound at home again. Let the waters roar, Jack.
Long we've tossed on the rolling main. Now we're safe ashore, Jack. Don't forget your old shipmate. Folly, rolly, 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 by and do. That was pretty fun. How about another one?
How about this one? It's about saying farewell to people. Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders to sail for old England. We hope in a short time to see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all over the seas, until we strike soundings for the channel of old England. From Shanty to Scilly, 'tis 35 leagues. Some hard words in there, nautical terms.
Okay, I think I get it. Farewell and adieu to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders to sail for old England. We hope in a short time to see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Seas, until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Shanty to Scilly, 'tis 35 leagues.
We hove our ship to with the wind from southwest, boys. We hove our ship to, for to strike soundings clear. It's 45 fathoms with a white sandy bottom. We squared our main yard and up channel did steer. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas, till we strike the soundings of the channel of England. From Shanty to Scilly, 'tis 35 leagues.
Now the first land we sighted, it is called the Dodman. Next Ramehead off Plymouth, start Portland and White. We sailed on by Beachy, by Fairley and Dungeness, and then we bore up for the South Foreland Light.
We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas, until we strike soundings for the channel of England. We'll Shanty to Scilly, 'tis 35 leagues.
Then the signal was given for the Grand Fleet to anchor, and all in the Downs that night for to lie. Let go your shank painter, likewise your cat stopper. Haul up your clew garnets, let tacks and sheets fly. And we'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the South Seas, until we strike soundings in the channel of old England. From Shanty to Scilly, 'tis 35 leagues.
I think perhaps the end verse of Spanish Ladies is the one we should focus on. It's a little happier. And let every man drink off his full bumper, and let every man toss off his full glass. We'll sing and be jolly and drown melancholy, and here's to the health of each true-hearted lass. Thank you kindly, Miss Vitale. You have a lovely singing voice, and it's far more enjoyable to sing together. I tell you what though, a few more voices could really add to the mix. Do you know any young people that might enjoy singing, who might be able to add their own renditions of such a song?
Yes, I definitely do know some teens that love singing and drama and music. So we are issuing you a challenge. If you would like to submit your own rendition of either one of these two songs that we just sang, or a different sea shanty, as long as it's family friendly, and submit it to me, and I will make a video compilation to post on our social media. And even if you are not a teenager, we welcome kid participation and adult participation too. And I will have instructions at the end of this video on how to get those video clips to me. Thank you so much, Mr. Wedd. That was a lot of fun.
It was my pleasure, Miss Vitale, and I welcome both you and your teams to come visit the College Institute when you're able. Virtually, of course, we have many of our programs on YouTube and Facebook, so check those out too. There's a few more songs as well you might enjoy.
All right, thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to end with that slideshow of 18th century books that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. If you're interested in any of these or other library items, you can just place a hold request online, and I'll have some instructions at the end on how to do that. Or you can always just call us also to place your hold request. Have a great week, and don't forget to send me your sea shanty entries. Bye!